This is News 8 on Wood TV, live from the Media Arts Center in downtown Grand Rapids for an ArtPrize special. Meet the artists.
Art is back in Grand Rapids, and tonight we are meeting the artists who created it. We've seen massive crowds over the first week of ArtPrize, gathering on a sunny weekend to see art from around the world. With this new ArtPrize format, already 120 monetary prizes have been awarded directly to artists, totaling more than $35,000. You can join in as well. Just bring your phone, start scanning those QR codes, and you'll have a chance to hand out awards yourself. Well, since ArtPrize started, we have been hitting the streets to meet the artists. Tonight, we'll focus mostly on art that involves the pandemic. We'll also meet the artist who created that massive flame-throwing robot that's catching a lot of eyes, especially after dark. We're going to start tonight our ArtPrize adventure inside the brand new Canopy Hotel and Restaurant downtown Grand Rapids. Heather Boersma from Kalamazoo created this fascinating entry during quarantine. News 8's Emily Linnert takes us there to meet the artist.
Heather, your piece is called The COVID Purse Diary. This is so interesting. How did you think about this? How did you think of this?
Well, I was taking walks like a lot of people during COVID, and I started looking at some of the nature for once, because I'm usually a runner and I run past it all the time. But I'm an artist as well, and so instead of shopping for a purse, I thought I'm gonna make some art out of this nature and make a purse. So I first was just making them out of natural things that I found and seeing the beauty in them. But then I also started seeing other things at the side of the road, like masks, and I thought, this is kind of interesting. Some of these cultural trends that we're going through, I want to document them. And so, like, people were hoarding ramen, of all things. So I made one out of ramen noodle. And then all the caution tape was on all the playgrounds. And so, and they were saying this "in abundance of caution" term over and over again. So I made a purse called An Abundance of Caution.
Well, let's talk about the symbolism of the purse itself. It sounds like people, as they come and see your art, have different ideas of what a purse means when it comes to COVID.
Right, and I kind of like that, because there's a lot of ways to translate it, and they all work. Like, some people were telling me, oh, I know what it is. It's the baggage that we've carried, because we have carried a lot of baggage. Like my mother, this a lot of the hard things, but also what are some of the essential things? Like, I made one out of bike parts, because some people are like, I need my bike. This is the one thing that's giving me my sanity through COVID. So there's a lot of interesting ways to translate that, and I wanted to play with that in my pieces, just lots of different ways to interpret it.
Heather, thank you so much for telling us all about your piece.
Well, thanks for the opportunity to share.
Kentwood's Joy Lemon wanted to find a way through art to reflect on all we've lost during the pandemic. Her charcoal entry is on display at Monroe Community Church on the city's north end. News 8's Donovan Long is there.
Joy, really nice to meet you. I've read about your artwork. Tell me a little bit about the meaning and the message behind it.
Well, I initially had a painting in mind, but as ArtPrize grew closer, I started to think about everything that's going on in our world and in our community, and I wanted to do something a little more meaningful. So I did some research, and I'm working in charcoal right now. I took a sabbatical from painting, and I'm working in charcoal, and it's a beautiful medium, and I wanted to do a drawing. So I found a chrysanthemum as an image, as a symbol, was used worldwide as a symbol for grave markers, for funerals, for grief and loss and death. And it just seemed appropriate. And so I planned my size, and I planned how I would tackle it, and wanted to create this piece just as a reflection of the grief and loss that so many are enduring this year in the last 18 months.
A lot of people will come up here, look at your piece, have their own interpretation of what it means. What do you want it to represent for everyone? What is like the underlying message you want to come out of this piece?
Memory is the memory of what we've gone through, the memory of those lost. Like a gravesite, if I could take a chrysanthemum, a fresh living flower, and set it on the grave of everybody that has passed away, this would be that gift from me, from an artist, to them.
Well, Joy, I really want to appreciate or rather, I really want to appreciate your work here, and I really want to thank you for talking to us about it. It's powerful, it's strong, it's super meaningful to a lot of people out there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course.
So we've looked at some entries dealing with COVID, and now we want to show you some art that happened because of COVID. Broderick Bebo from Ada started drawing during lockdown, and he developed quite a following by streaming his nightly sessions online. He's been doing this 5 nights a week since December. You can see a few of his drawings at Sundance Bar and Grill. Okay, so tell me how this all got started.
It got started with COVID. My employer had our entire company go work virtually, and that was awesome and it was wonderful, but I was really struggling with what to do, and my ADD brain needing a bunch of input and stuff, I was looking for something to do, and I started once a day, drawing 1 picture a day, and just one after the other, and whichever one I created, I just never looked back and just did that one.
How did you come up with your ideas? I mean, I see a lot of local things, but not everything's local, right?
No, yes, not everything is local. I mean, again, whatever stimuli just kind of came into my brain. It's a hard time for me to call myself an artist. That's a real stretch. So this is why I feel like being a part of this is, I kind of can't believe that I'm here. But I believe that everybody is an artist, and in everything, there's something to be told. I know that might sound a little hokey, but from going to Fishtown or the art museum or the fish ladder, a lot of fish references. I don't know why, but on that, I just like, oh, this would be kind of cool, and thought I would try and capture it and do my best to pay homage to any of those spots.
Well, you're sharing your art now here at ArtPrize, but you've actually had an audience all along the way.
I have. So, and thank you to my 2 boys who kind of helped me with this, as I am not a technical person on that. But I stream on Twitch. I have a TikTok channel and go Facebook Live now. How that all exactly works, I don't know. I just hit the on button. But I start the process, and I have my phone capture the process as I am drawing these. And then my lovely wife is my tech support, but she will help me shrink the 1.5 hour long drawings down to 60-second vignettes that then are posted on TikTok and then my Instagram page. So it's like me drawing really fast, and through that I've gotten a couple of followers and reconnected with old friends, and they're like, what's Broderick doing? And so, check that out.
Well, congrats, it's amazing.
Well, thank you. There's a lot of fun on that.
Our healthcare workers have been leading the charge against COVID for the past 1.5 years. Up next, we're going to talk to a nurse who turned to art by recycling drug vial caps for her entry. Plus, the artist who created this entry will explain what makes it so unique. You're watching a special ArtPrize primetime broadcast here on Wood TV 8, live from the Media Arts Center. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back to Meet the Artists as we take you on a tour of ArtPrize. Inside the JW Marriott, you'll see drug vial caps used to make art. It was created by a nurse from Metro Detroit who has been on the front lines of the pandemic. I talked with her about how she created it. So tell me how this all started.
So there is a nurse at work, Cheryl, who was saving these caps at work off of our drug vials. And I thought, that's a great idea. They're really, really beautiful. And there was even one in particular that inspired me to make this piece, is the Corona type antibiotic cap that's over in the left where the COVID cells are. And it's tall and spiky, and it reminded me of COVID. So I thought I could take the gray caps with it and I could make something out of it. So then I didn't want to just make COVID. I wanted to show our body's response to COVID, how we can defend ourselves. And since I had immunology, I started to make all these other colorful cells in here, which meant I had to save a lot of drug cap vials.
Which came first? Did you collect all of the caps first, or did you say, I have this goal because I want it to be this size, or how did the process go?
That's an interesting question. At first, I was going to make just something smaller than this, but then I realized that my vision grew into this multicellular construction, and that would require a bigger board. I couldn't find the board for it. I went to Michael's, and an art supply store nearby, she actually drove it to my house for me because I couldn't fit it in my car. So I just decided I wanted it to be something substantial.
It's such a combination of, like you were saying, education and art.
It's art, it's education, and it's green. It's recycling something that gets thrown out daily everywhere, and it can be used for something very, like you said, artistic and educational.
What do you hope people get out of it when they come to see it?
I hope they like the colors, they read about it a little bit, and just appreciate the beauty of, again, something that would just normally be thrown into the trash along with many other things, and it's really nice to reuse things.
And as a nurse, I mean, you were so close to COVID and the whole pandemic. This is your way of expressing that?
Yes. Oh, yes. It's a way of how we can fight it. We don't have to be afraid of it, that we have the ability to withstand this. Like we have in the past, it's going to pass, and we will come out ahead. And that's the real message too, that it's not just about COVID, it's how strong we are, resilient.
Great message. Thanks, Donna. At First Park Congregational Church, you will find pandemic peace stones. Two longtime friends started painting rocks during the pandemic, sharing them with friends, family, and even strangers. I talked with the artists this afternoon about their ArtPrize entry. Did you go into it and did you work on the rocks and say, I'm going to do a black rock with gold on it, and you're going to do what? No, you just, it was organic.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just pick 3 or 4 colors of paint and you start playing with them, and then you make a lighter shade and a darker shade. And often when I start a center dot on a rock, I don't know what the rest of the rock's going to look like. So it's a process that happens kind of layer by layer as we go out, and then you start adding what we call top dots, the little decorative accents. So the pattern unfolds and you sort of discover it.
What's the reaction been? I know you were around this weekend when people were looking at them. What's the reaction been?
Generally positive. People are amazed, and they ask a lot of questions of how we got started. And
I was actually surprised. I didn't even know if a venue would pick us. I was like, yeah, we paint rocks, it's kind of fun. I didn't realize the amazing outpouring we'd get from other people, so it's been really positive.
What do you hope people see when they look at your display?
I hope that they see the opportunity to be creative. I hope they see the opportunity. I mean, we all have rocks in our backyard, or we take a walk in the park, and this was something that we started not that long ago. You know, at the beginning of the pandemic, we were looking for ways to relax and be creative. And so I hope people see inspiration.
So many people stepped up to make masks during the pandemic. Coming up, a local woman that project turned into a quilt that she has now entered into ArtPrize. We will introduce you to her coming up. And have you seen this giant flame-throwing robot downtown? We will talk to the man who created it. That's next. Special edition of News 8 will return right after the break. Welcome back to downtown Grand Rapids for Meet the Artist. Now we want to take you to the Center for Physical Rehabilitation. There you can see what Annalise Pollard made during her quarantine using her old paintings. I talked with her from her home in the Chicago area.
So you were in ArtPrize in 2018. What made you decide to come back again?
Honestly, it was just coming out of COVID and wanting to actually do something with my art. For the pieces that I made for ArtPrize for this year, it was really just about like the daily practice of making art, and I wanted to be able to show those at ArtPrize. COVID was just such like an unmotivating time. So for me, like getting into my art and actually like making every day was so important. And I actually applied for ArtPrize like the last possible day. I was scrolling through my Instagram and I'm like, oh, I should do this. Like I should just get back into it again.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Well, we're so glad you did. It's just beautiful. And tell us about your collection.
Yeah. So I have 14 pieces total. They were all made while I was in quarantine in 2020. And the way that my pieces work is they're all made of old watercolor paintings that I've cut up into about 1 centimeter squares. And then taking those single squares, I've created like larger pieces from them. So more like kind of like abstract pieces. I found squares that have like interesting compositions and then blew them up to a larger scale. So it allows the viewer to kind of want to step close and see each individual one, but then kind of step back and see the piece as a whole.
And you really focused on creating something new out of something you already had. That was really important to you too.
Yeah, definitely. I've learned that it's really important to kind of make your mistakes work for you. So for those old paintings that I made, instead of just like throwing them away or, just rejecting them, this is a way to kind of repurpose them.
A lot of people, a lot of the artists that I've been talking to say their creativity really came out during COVID and also that they had that time. It sounds like that's what you were finding as well.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't have access to my regular studio space, so I was making from home. And just having that extra time throughout the day was so nice.
Oh, good. Well, great to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
A quilter from Hickory Corners in Barry County stepped up to make masks during the pandemic. Now she's brought a quilt to ArtPrize. You can see it inside Gita Pita on Jefferson Avenue. I talked with Peggy Sattler about her inspiration. You started this during the pandemic, and it kind of all started with the masks.
Yes. Like a lot of sewers and quilters, I made a couple dozen masks for my family and friends and the people at Rush Hospital that my daughter works with. So it just sort of like, oh, wait a minute, I could use some of these in a quilt. And then my husband's family, they passed down these old flour sacks with really appropriate names on them. No risk, play safe, that sort of thing. And I just sort of grabbed stuff out of my, what we quilters call a stash, and used all these different leftover fabrics, most of them from the 30s, into sort of a lighthearted, I'll make this up as I go along. Now, these up there are friendship stars, which again is appropriate because we need to work together, wear masks, get vaccinated, and get this ended.
Well, it's a great message, and it's just a beautiful quilt. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This next entry is among the tallest ever at ArtPrize. We're going to meet the artist who created the 30-foot robot that shoots flames. That's next. Have you seen that? It is one of the biggest entries ever at ArtPrize. Robot Resurrection is drawing crowds at Pepino's downtown, especially for performances after dark. I had a chance to meet the Colorado man inside the robot, Shane Evans. Tell me again how you find the materials for something like this.
So I came up with the concept, and once I had the concept, I had to figure out what I was going to build it out of, and I try to use mostly reclaimed and found materials. So a friend turned me onto a airplane junkyard, and that's when I knew I could actually pull this off. So I was able to, find the materials, and pretty much 90% of it is airplane parts.
Amazing. I mean, when you to even sort of comprehend not just sculpting, creating something like this, but then you have other effects as well.
Yeah, this has fully articulates. The arms go up and down, elbows, wrist spin, head moves side to side, and then there's various fire effects throughout it too. So it's kind of a crowd pleaser.
How do you sort of marry the mechanical side of it, like that side of your brain, and the artistic side? How did that all come together?
I'm pretty mechanical, and I really enjoy figuring things out. To me, it's like problem solving. For example, the arm, the arm go up, and it needed to go out, so I had to figure out how to do those two movements in one piece. So that was, you know, quite a challenge of, you know, so I basically took pneumatic cylinders and then spun them so everything spins together. Plus, there has to be a fire line in there that also spins. So it got a little technical at times, but I'm pretty good at figuring things out. So.
What's it like when you see someone see your art? What's that moment like?
I guess it's when people see my art and they respond to it, especially when I'm up in there and seeing people's faces. It's because a lot of times, sometimes people are scared when they hear the fire, or they're like, oh my God, it shoots fire. So watching that surprise it's pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. What do you hope to get out of ArtPrize?
I was hoping for $200,000, but I don't think it works that way this year. So, yes, I would love to win something. I'm pretty invested in this trip and over budget, but I don't know. That's how it goes sometimes. I'm hoping to inspire some kids, adults, anyone, to make art and see that, you know, you can take found objects and create something out of it. So I'm hoping to inspire, I guess.
If you want to check it out again, that is at the Pepinos parking lot. Thanks so much for joining us tonight as we put the spotlight on the artist. And a reminder that much of the art that you see downtown is available to bid on during the new ArtPrize auction this year. We invite you to join us again Thursday night at 7:30. We will meet more artists, including several who have entries dealing with social justice. We're counting down to the ArtPrize Awards on Friday, October 1st. $50,000 in juried prizes and the $50,000 grand prize will all be announced, and you can only watch it live here on Wood TV 8. The Voice starts next here on Wood TV 8. We will see you for News 8 at 10 and 11. Happy ArtPrizing, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow.